Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to talk about the rule of 3 and basically just go through an example and show you how the rule of 3 is used for mathematical tasks or questions, and then show you the difference between direct proportionality and indirect proportionality. So let's get started first with the direct proportionality. So if you are not sure what proportionality means, go back to my last video in which I talk about proportionality. Okay, so imagine now the situation that you want to get a music streaming service for your smartphone, but you cannot decide between two options. So option 1 is you can use it for up to 5 persons for 15 euros. This is the option that is on the board, and the other option is 4 persons, which costs 10 euros. And you want to find out which one is cheaper. So basically just a simple price comparison. So you start off, you know that the other one costs 10 euros for 4 persons. And now you want to find out how much will it cost. So if you use the music streaming service for five persons, how much will it cost for 4 persons? So technically, if you would drag that down. So how do you do it? Just the simple rule of 3. So you do the calculation from the first line on. So you know 5 persons, you pay 15 euros. So you divide by 5 on both sides. You find out first how much you will pay for 1 person. So this is basically like 3 euros. And now you want to find out how much you pay for 4 persons, so you multiply the whole thing with 4. And you get that you will pay 12 euros for 4 persons. So that means in the direct comparison, this one is the one that's more expensive, that you wouldn't choose if you would decide only on price. The mathematical operation behind that can be broken down into fractions. So if you imagine if we would write that down in like this, so 15 euros divided by 5, because we are talking about 15 euros for 5 person. How much would it cost for the same thing but for 4 persons? So basic mathematical operation, you multiply the 4 to the other side, and you find out what x is. So basically 15 euros times 4 divided by 5 is the same thing as we calculated over here in our calculation. So on the opposite of direct proportionality, we have indirect proportionality, and you will see in a minute what the main difference is about these two things. So imagine now, to go back to our example, we have chosen because we want to share the music streaming service with 5 persons. So we have chosen the one for 15 euros because the cheaper one wasn't available for 5. And now it's the number of payments. How many payments do you want to have, or when you want to pay? So we know that on a monthly basis we would have 12 payments, each 15 euros. And we want to calculate how much it would cost us quarterly if we would want to pay quarterly for the streaming service. So what we do first, you have to calculate on a yearly basis on the total price. So we divide by 12, but on the other side we multiply by 12. And this is basically now the main difference between direct and indirect proportionality, because on this side you can see that if we divide something on the left, we have to divide on the right. But with indirect proportionality, if we divide on the left, we have to multiply on the right. And now you'll see that it is the other way around. So as I said, we want to find out how much we will have to pay quarterly. So we write down times 4 for the number of payments, and now we have to divide the whole payment by 4. So you see, first the division on the left and then the multiplication on the right. I know it's the other way around in the last step. And this is basically the main difference between direct proportionality and indirect proportionality. So mathematically, again, nothing too wild, too special. Just a simple equation, because I mean, as I already figured it out on this example, 12 times 15 euros must be the same as 4 times x. So the payment you would have to do on a quarterly basis. So again, mathematics that isn't too hard. So we divide the whole thing by 4. So 12 times 15 euros divided by 4. So you know that 12 times 15 is 180. So divide this thing by 4 and you will get x is equal to 45 euros. So this is basically it for the rule of 3. And as you can see, it's simple from the understanding, and it can be very useful for comparisons of products and a lot of other stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the other videos on my channel, and if you have any specific question or any specific mathematical problem, let me know in the comments down below, and I will make sure that I go through it and make a video about that.